Yes. Welcome to my channel, Pakwachu the World. If you're new, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button so that you get notification each time I post a new video. This is a new hut that is being made. Now, normally you get a group of lads in a community and they do it for you and you give them a meal. So I've come here to record what they are doing and how many they are. So yes, they are here working. The goat is already boiling. Okay, kami na chamungo wana kuna alubu nguch ringu. Agos ma gitie kenene. For kicha kungo gitie ka gine karwado od mi ringu. Ke kameno ande giwe kango. So yes, this is how it looks inside. They finished the outside, so they are starting the inside to make it smooth. Then after here, all the lads are going to be served a big meal, a whole goat. Is it a goat, chicken, or
beans?
Beans.
Goat with the beans.
Goat with beans. So I've also come to raid the party. I'm going to be among the people eating. So basically, this is mud. Then they keep filling the gap between those, should I call them sticks or poles or logs? And then after which they'll put the grass to roof it. So all these are male. There's no woman involved. This woman here has just brought water. So only male who do this work. And then they eat as a group. Ukelu tom nyapo deo gamu weko an. Deo gigorisimu. Awaji bena gigorisimu penika mutie ye. Ego iringo. So this is the place they get the mud from. Abraham de ukele. Gunreva. Ukelo umiu kwer ni udoche tongo doringo. Odori pe vole weko loko ki chwal machingi chwale cha. So this is the ant hill. We believe soil from ant hill is very, very strong and thick. So all these are people going to eat the food. A dear earlier gwen, mida ngeva. So it is apparently the whole goat. After doing this work, they are going to be served. Abraham, you know nyamulozo. So this one is Odori, sipping on the local gin.
Daily drinking
Is a DDO, a daily drinking officer.
Yes.
How old are you, Odori?
I'm 55 now.
What's your profession? What was your job? What did you used to do?
I'm doing local job.
I thought you were a soldier.
Yeah, I'm a soldier.
You were a soldier?
Yeah.
Where were you based?
I'm based in down.
Down where?
Down there. Do you see that long tree?
That long tree?
There.
This one here? The other one there, the eucalyptus, Kalatusi.
Yes.
That's your home?
Yes.
Hey. Yeah, so all the lads come up together to help one person build mud the house basically. So this is the mud, and after finishing the work, they'll be served food, and that's how they are paid. Then after that, they go and sit down and have a drink. Of course, Odori is already drinking. The mud is mixed while they step with the leg. No, like basically they step in that way. In that way, it gets mixed. So once they feel that it's readily mixed up properly, they just scoop, put in the wheelbarrow, and drag it to the place where the hut is, where they're mudding the place basically. The reason why they're doing this from far, because there's an anthill there, as you saw earlier. Now the anthill is so good because of the soil. It is thick, and when you apply it onto the house, it is so thick and very long lasting. So as you can see, there are over 30 men, and of course there are those young boys also helping around to carry the mud. So this is normally done for every home. Now all these men you're seeing are from this community. They're just doing it not because they want to eat, but that has always been the way they help each other out. Because normally sometimes you can't afford, and they do communal work. So today they help one person, tomorrow someone else. But during this season, the dry season, that's when they do a lot of construction, a lot of hut repair. So they always do it. It is easier to do when they are in a group like this one. The work is done pretty fast. So yeah, that's what they're doing right. And it is cost effective. So now from here, they might do someone else tomorrow, the other day. It helps a lot, and it's a way to network. So when one has a house that needs mending, you'll always call a group of the lads, and maybe choose his wife or his sister or his mom can prepare a meal for them. And they do this to help them do the work very fast. But like I told you, they've done it from as far from the place because they have to come and collect the mud from an anthill. A ant normally produces the best mud for doing such a work. Now you see these young lads are pulling the wheelbarrow full of mud, so they have to drag it inside while others are inside throwing the mud onto the wall. So they started with outside, so now they are doing the inside bit, and once the inside bit is done, that will be the job done. Now whatever is left can be done by the women, basically to smear and smoothen the wall like you see the old huts. So this is done to help the work to ease the work for the person going to do it, finish it themselves. So here, as you can see inside, the wheelbarrow has to be dragged inside, and they pour the mud, they pile the mud while others are scooping from there and hitting it on the wall, basically to cover to make sure nothing is seen. Now what is done outside is the same thing that is done inside. Now after, when all the walls are covered, that will be done, and then basically they have to smoothen it using the black soil. Now the black soil is what they use like to cement the floor and also to smoothen the wall. So you can make design out of it. But now, as you see, like the elderly men are the one throwing the mud because they know how well to do it. You just scoop a mud with your hand and then throw it to cover. So you have to make them like in some sort of a bowl or like a round thing to make it thick enough. And when you throw it on the way, it gets stuck, and that way a wall is created. So all these sticks you're seeing, all the poles will disappear covered with mud at the end of this work. Now normally they do this before they can put the grass onto the roof, because when you put grass on the roof, it is heavier, then it brings a bad shape of the hut, of basically the grass thatched hut. So they normally first put little grass on the first layer, and then they will, after putting mud, then they will climb and basically roof it completely. But this is done before they do the roof. And as you see, there are many inside. That way the work is done very fast. And this has always been the way. Normally people used to do this because some sort of barter trade, because way before currencies came, you would have to exchange what you have to get what you don't have. So normally people would just, as you can see now, this wall is nearly done. So basically, when you slaughter a goat, the boys, the gent or the lads will come and give you the service of helping you do your house. So now that one, now as you can see, it is done. They have finished all this, so the boys have finished. So now we are going to get a place where we can sit and wait for us to be served. Now the food is being prepared under the other tree, as you can see. Yeah, the food is prepared from that place, that way, the tree. So that's where the ladies sit and prepare food. And for us, we are going to sit a distance from them. So when we are already all set up, we'll sit down and they will come. As you see now, they brought the food. Now we start in a group of two. So the food is brought in basically one big plate, and not that everyone has his own plate. They just put one heap in the middle of us, the men, and then we start eating. So we're like a group of about over 20, I should say. So we all gather around and they put the food in the middle and we start eating. So now it was time for eating. Of course, now after a long day, as you've seen, it was not easy carrying that mud and basically piling it onto the house and doing the work. So now after you were just being served goat's meat with cassava flour dough. That is our favorite, that is our staple food basically. But of course, there was also fish for those who don't eat meat. There's always that provision. So there was goat's meat and fish. This is goat's meat, as you can see, and that is the cassava that dough is made out of cassava flour, which is our staple food. So it was time to sit down and enjoy our lunch. And that is the way it is done, and that's the way it has always been done. Of course, this is normally easier if you've been good in the community and people know you. But if you don't help others, it means when it's your turn, you'll have to use your money to pay people to do that. So yes, that's me having a scoop of the delicious meal after a long day's work. So thank you very much for all those who have watched. That is how we do community, how we help each other in our community. If you want something done, basically you call friends. Now the same thing can be done by women. You can a woman can call the fellow woman that, oh, I want some work done now, like the smearing of the house.